Jonathan, just talk about the improvements that the defensive end, specifically that group, made from week 1 to week 2.
Yeah, we went back and we watched the film, saw where we could get better at, and came out there today and went out there and proved it. I feel like our defensive end group is one of the best in the country, if not the best. So I'm really proud of those guys today.
Next up, Spencer Holbrook from Letterman Row. Spencer?
Jonathan, when you have a game like you had tonight, were you just feeling it? Like, what goes into that? Because you seem like you just took your game to another level tonight than anything we've seen.
Yeah, I feel like I've always had that in me. I haven't played. You guys haven't seen me really play football in a year, so it's kind of hard for me to say that. I feel like just the environment, it being Penn State, the way our coaches had us prepared and ready, took my game to the level that it was supposed to be.
You're always smiling, but I see a bigger smile there. Does this feel a little extra special for you?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say this one feels special. Just being out there with my brothers, honestly.
Thanks, man.
Next up, Jeremy Birmingham, Letterman Road. Jeremy.
Hey, Coop, it's sort of becoming a tradition for you guys in the defensive line group to take over these games against Penn State. Knowing Coach Johnson's history here, how sweet is that for you guys? And is that get any extra emphasis during the week to, rank up what you guys are trying to do?
Yeah, we definitely know Coach Johnson's history with Penn State. And, just earlier this week, we talked about how he was coming back to enemy territory. This isn't his home. We're his home now. And, we want to make sure that we put on a good performance, especially for him, just because of his history with Penn State.
Appreciate you.
Next up, Tony Girdman with Buckeye Scoop. Tony?
Hey, Coop, was this your best game ever as a Buckeye?
I don't know. I don't even know the stats. I don't even know what happened. I can't feel like it was all blur. I was just into the game. I feel like my team up north games are pretty good throughout the years, but I don't know. This one feels up there for sure.
I think you're credited with just 5 tackles and a half a sack, but you were doing more than that, don't you think?
Yeah, that's all. That's all they gave me. Dang.
Talk to Jerry.
I know. I need more.
Thank you, Coop.
Thanks, gentlemen. Next up, Joey Kaufman, Columbus Dispatch. Joey?
Jonathan, I know there were probably a lot of plays that didn't always show up on the stat sheet for you tonight, but what did you feel was your best or most impactful play from tonight's game?
I really don't think it was a play per se. I feel like my leadership showed a lot tonight. Just speaking for my defense and getting them going, getting them ready to go. I feel like my leadership throughout the whole entire game was my best performance, honestly, regardless of what I did on the field. I feel like getting my guys going and making sure that they're still in the game and they're into it is what I do best.
Next up, Christopher Heidel. Christopher?
Hold on a second. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hey, talk about your defense tonight. You stopped a really good Penn State running game, to 44 yards. Was something you guys worked on this week in Columbus, trying to control that running game?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like in order to be a great defense, you have to stop the run. If you let an offense run on you all day, then you're not a very good defense, and you probably don't have a really good defensive line. So that's a huge emphasis for us, stopping the run early.
Next up, Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch. Bill.
Yes, Jonathan. How much did you guys, especially the front four, need this kind of performance? And secondly, it wasn't your guys on the front fault, but second half, they moved the ball with the passing game quite a bit. How much work do you still have to do?
With the first thing with us needing this, I feel like, we had a great game as a defensive line, just coming together. I feel like we worked, we prepared for this all season. We talked about this, and I really do love my unit. And then with the second half, that's just all up to film. Things are going to happen. Plays are going to happen. They're a really good team, Penn State, and we knew that coming into it, and we knew that they weren't going to lay down in the second half either. So all we can really do is look at the film and get better for next week.
Next up, Nathan Baird, Cleveland.com. Nathan.
Jonathan, how would you sort of describe the way that your defensive tackles are playing right now, Haskell and Tommy and all those guys? How would you characterize what they're bringing to the field right now?
I think they're amazing. I think they have been playing the best football of their careers, honestly. Just with their effort, how focused they are, their leadership and everything in between, they've been doing great. So I have nothing but good things to say about them.
We got
one last question, Jerry.
I'm sorry, Nathan. Yeah, we got one last question for Jonathan. Clay Hall from Channel 6 WSYX.
Hey, Jonathan, I think I heard him cheering from Gahanna tonight. Congratulations. It felt like Ohio State sort of dominated up front. The physicality of both the offensive and defensive lines got you off to a quick start tonight. Did you sense that you guys threw the first punch?
Yeah, I feel like we threw the first punch early. But when it comes to a fight or a football game, you're going to get punches thrown right back at you. And it starts up front. In order to have a good game, you have to have a good offensive line and a good defensive line playing at their best. And we know that on both sides of the ball. So we wanted to make sure that we got out on them early.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Jonathan, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing, and come visit us over at BuckeyeGrove.com for all the best Ohio State information on the web.